Hi, everybody. First, I want to say that I miss all of you. I miss seeing you during the week and on Sunday mornings and other times. And I hope you all are staying safe, staying well, and not being too bored during this terrible time of COVID. I wish everyone well and hope that we can get through this time very soon and get things back to more normal. I don't know what normal is going to look like, of course, but at least we'll be able to see each other, which will be such a relief. So my purpose today is just to let you know that the building has remained busy since the closing of services and other church-related, congregation-related activities going on in the building. One of the things, of course, has been the low-carb revolution, which has been preparing meals in our kitchen for some time now, and that, of course, has continued. We, of course, with anyone who comes into the building, have been very careful to enforce all the COVID rules that were put in place by the COVID task force and the trustees and the general board. And I must say, people have been very good about abiding by that, although sometimes I feel as though I've turned into the mask police. That's okay. I don't mind doing that. I wish I could do that at Kroger. Anyway, Low Carb Revolution has continued preparing meals in the kitchen. Their office is also in our space, so their office administrator is there uh, at least 4 times a week. So that's been going on. As you know, the Granny Connection has been working and preparing their pecans in our church for a long, long time. And although they suspended operations for a while at the beginning of COVID, uh, they found out that their pecans are selling very well during this time. So they've been in 2 or 3 times to prepare pecans. We also have a group called Flourish Wellness, which is a business that focuses on wellness activities primarily for women. They have been holding a fusion yoga class in the meadow on Saturday mornings. On a couple occasions when it rained, they held their class inside in one of the former child suite of rooms on the upper level. But primarily, they've been holding their classes outside in the meadow. Integrated Wellness of Indiana, Integrated Health of Indiana now has an office in our upper level. Dr. Trevor Miller, who is a chiropractor whose practice is in Seymour, now has an office in the upper level of the building where he meets and consults with clients, patients, 1 day a week. So you might see Dr. Miller in and out of the building. One sad note to share with you is that the Cosmopolitan Club, which has met in the building for many, many years, has decided probably to disband. They had been thinking about what to do for many months, and unfortunately, the coronavirus has suspended all their activities for now, and they will no longer be meeting in the church if they decide to meet at all. And I, of course, have told Graziella that if at any time they want to come back, we would welcome them with open arms. We've also had a few events happening. Um, there was a major cleanup of the church grounds a few months ago, and it was incredibly successful, thanks to a lot of help from the folks at the Miller House and Exhibit Columbus, and of course Tanya, and especially St. Bartholomew School, who brought full classes of kids over to help carry out limbs and grass and leaves and weeds out to the streets to be picked up by the city. So that was an excellent event. We were part of the Historical Society Gardens tour. They decided not, of course, to do anything inside this year because of COVID. So we were one of the featured stops on that tour. Flourish Wellness, who I mentioned to you just a few minutes ago, held a wellness fair in the meadow in October. Booths were there from people who are involved in all aspects of wellness in the community, people like massage therapists, people who specialize in healthy eating and healthy food, medical doctors who focus primarily on wellness, and many other businesses that support wellness in the community. So that was a great event. It turned out to be a nice day, although windy and kind of chilly, but that was a great success. Just this past weekend, we had the youth orchestra concert in the meadow. As you know, the youth orchestra has uh, rehearsed and performed in our building for many, many years. But because of COVID, they decided to try an outdoor concert. And they have limited their players to only strings because blowing through instruments could carry the COVID virus to others. So we had a lovely concert. It was a beautiful day this past weekend, unnaturally warm for this time of year. It was a gorgeous sunny day and was very well attended by parents and others. Uh, the main thing that I want to mention that happened since the building has been officially closed to services is that we had a wedding in October. And it was a very special wedding because the bride and the bride's sister were in the Sunday school class at Tanya's former church. As a matter of fact, the bride told me that she went to that Sunday school class where Tanya was pastor, or at least associate pastor, from the time she was 5 years old. So she has known Tanya for a very long time. And the bride's sister, Rachel, who is a disciples minister, was the officiant for the ceremony. So it was a lovely, lovely ceremony, very small, fewer than 25 people, including the bridal party. But it was a lovely event, and I was very happy to be a part of that. My first wedding to help with at North Christian Church, and it was a really good one to start on. So we've been busy. I continue to get requests for tours, although I'm not allowing any large tours or even very small tours through the building at this time. We did have, we've had a couple special ones, maybe the Visitors Center had a special guest in town. We had a disciples minister from Peoria, Illinois, who came to Columbus specifically to see the church. And so I was able to take her and her mother on a tour throughout the building. And Exhibit Columbus has had on occasion an architect who might be interested in being part of the next Exhibit Columbus. And so we have, or I have met them at the church and taken them through for tours. So basically, that's what's been going on with me. Just know that I'm keeping busy with the building, with the business of the church, and missing all of you. Please take care, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Bye.